All right, with more than 138 million ballots already counted in the presidential race, all eyes are on these 7 states as we await the final tally. We have a team of reporters spread out across the country monitoring the very latest on the vote count. We begin with MSNBC correspondent Heidi Przybyla live in Detroit following some breaking news there. And apologize because the camera is shaky because of what is happening behind her. Heidi, you have some news on the ground there at that counting facility. What is actually happening behind you?
Yeah, Eamon, behind me is Detroit's TCF Center. This is where poll watchers are racing to try and count all the votes outstanding here in Wayne County. But what we see here is essentially an increasing mob-like scene of self-proclaimed poll watchers who say that they want to get access to the building. So many of them have rushed into the building here that I'm actually talking to official Democratic poll watchers from the Democratic Party who've been shut outside of the balloting room, which they're supposed to have access to. Eamon, it's gotten to the point where we do have a police presence here that is blocking access to the building because not only have they swarmed the room, but they are now over in terms of COVID restrictions. I'm here with Reverend Stephen Bland, and he is a chaplain for some of the poll watchers inside. He's been corresponding with many of the individuals who are trying to get the job done today to get all these ballots counted. Reverend Bland, can you tell us what is going on in there and what is at stake here?
We are in the process of wanting to get all the votes counted. The road to victory of any side is going to come through Michigan and through Detroit. And to stop the vote suggests to stop the very democracy that we are running and these persons are running to elect to uphold. And so we want every vote to count because our vote is our voice, and it will be counted. And the election process will be done. Things are secure on the inside, but of course we have intimidating efforts on the outside, but we're not deterred. As goes Detroit, we'll go Michigan, and Michigan will join the force of others to be able to say that we have voted. We have record turnout voting. And again, if you want to represent Michigan and Detroit, you ought to want every vote counted.
And who do you think these people are?
Well, these are persons who are passionate and they're consistent. They've been saying all along they're going to suggest that it's rigged. They've been saying all along it's going to suggest that it's flawed or fake. But they've been saying that before now. We just need to be persistent to make sure our voice gets counted because as goes Detroit will be done so. And I will say the black vote in Detroit is higher than it's ever been, and we will determine the outcome because we've gone from picking cotton to picking presidents.
And Reverend, they're saying stop the count, stop the vote. But it's really important to explain to people that this process was entirely predictable. And in fact, this was a process that was created by the president's party, by the state GOP legislature, which ignored requests from the Secretary of State, other state officials that said, we need increased time. We need some time to pre-canvass these votes. We're never going to be able to get it done in 24 hours. And yet it is the same individuals now who are saying that this is a broken process. So what do you make of that? Was this all kind of pre-planned and expected?
Yes, again, a vote of this type of not only intimidation, but this type of anxiety suggests that people are at last-ditch efforts. But it has been predictable. We have a Secretary of State that has given out all the rules about how it's going to be done. We've had voting centers. We've had 167,000 early votes 4 years ago. We have 3 million to count this time. So we need the time.
Okay, Reverend. Thank you so much. And hopefully this situation will diffuse as the night goes on. We'll be keeping you updated, Eamon.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.